Few would believe that her viral infamy would be anything more than that, much less yield a highly successful career as an artist and influencer. But her success was no fluke, and to get behind the scenes and learn about how Bad Babby came to be, I had to chat with Adam Kluger and Dan Roof, the music managers that signed her on day zero, when she had absolutely no music experience. They guided her through what seems like impossible growth looking back, and remarkably, their blueprint makes it sound easy. Leverage virality. After Dr. Phil, Bad Babby became an overnight sensation. At this point, a lot of people knew who she was, but there was a problem: she didn't have a good way to leverage her newfound audience. But just 7 months after Dr. Phil aired, she had a hit song, These Ho, under her belt. At the time of this writing, it has over 80 million views on YouTube. This paved the way for Atlantic Records to sign her. To me, those were a well-calculated 7 months. Kluger sees it more simply: the only calculated thing in those 7 months was our strategy to keep her actively in headlines. He adds, most of that was her doing, whether good or bad. She's a wild one. Bad Babby's way of staying relevant would be difficult to replicate, but Kluger's core point is valid. The difference between a fad and a sustainable career lies in staying relevant. Though Bad Babby needed time to develop into an artist, she needed to stay relevant for long enough to put out music. She couldn't let Dr. Phil be her legacy. Be consistent. Staying relevant in the media bought Bad Babby 7 months to put out her first song, but having one popular song didn't prove that she could make it as an artist. She needed to be consistent to show that the viewership on her first song didn't just result from her viral infamy. So she put out more songs. After success with These Ho, Bad Babby released 2 remixes and 2 hit singles within a month. But even bigger picture, she didn't have any major gaps where something significant hasn't been going on, Kluger said. As Bad Babby continued to make rounds in the media and put out popular music, she slowly but surely began to solidify her reputation as an artist. And she stayed relevant. At this point, her career started to take shape, but I'd wager to say most people still saw her as the Cash Me Outside girl, not a serious artist. She needed to rebrand to get where she wanted to be. Take an authentic approach to rebranding. Bad Babby had a lot of work to do when it came to rebranding. Fortunately, her authenticity, a quality Kluger said stood out to him when he signed her, paid huge dividends here. He told me, what you've seen is just her own personal growth. She's 16 years old. I signed her when she was 13. Anyone that has lived through those years knows a lot of maturing occurs, and a lot of mistakes take place during these ages. Through her YouTube channel, Bad Babby gave her audience an insight into who she was outside of being a rapper. Although reaction videos and musical.ly roasts didn't directly impact Bad Babby's music career, they showed her personality and sense of humor, Roof told me. They showed that she had grown since she was on Dr. Phil and was actually pretty likable. But YouTube couldn't be Bad Babby's only content distribution channel. Build a robust audience on social media. And it wasn't.